In this video, we'll cover the best camera drone to buy in 2022. We included the pros and cons of each product, so you can decide before buying the best one. Coming in number 5 of Best Camera Drone 2022 is Autolevo 2. With 8K video, this might be more than you need. Like the Mavic 2, Autol's second EVO is offered with different camera choices. In theory at least, supply has been erratic in its early months, but then 2020 hasn't been an easy year. Both are built around a heavy, rugged-looking, but average-feeling, orange airframe which eschews sleek consumer-friendly design for simple practicality. It's a bit chunkier than the Mavics, but it can fly for longer and is bigger unfolded. While Auto Explorer, its partner app, lacks some of the polish of DJI's equivalents, it does bring all the tracking options you might want. Moreover, it has the huge advantage of being optional. There is a 3.3-inch OLED screen in the remote, meaning you can fly without connecting the phone at all. Another big plus is that the drone has omnidirectional collision sensors, which it uses in a normal fight. The Mavic 2 has side sensors, but only uses them in some automatic modes. Intended for professional work, the drone also lacks DJI's big brother geofencing. So far the lesser 8K model is the one widely available, with the 6K Pro model following and the dual infrared-enabled version to come. Why is 8K lesser? In fact, it uses the same Sony IMX586 half-inch imaging chip as featured in the Mavic Air 2, while the 6K Pro sports an IMX383 1-inch sensor, that's 4 times the area, and can output 10-bit footage and a variable aperture. It's also worth noting that 8K is limited to 25 frames per second, 6K to 50 frames per second and 4K to 60 frames per second. At number 4. Autolevo Nano. The ultralight companion for the photography enthusiast. The EVO Nano has been a long time coming since it was first announced by Auto sometime before the Mavic 3. Whether it has made an effective spoiler for DJI's new flagship or ended up starting to go sour because of that very launch tactic is a question for others, but what we can say is that pre-orders are now being seriously taken by trustworthy retailers. That means it should very soon be possible to take delivery of a drone light enough to stay under the registration rules in FAA airspace, for example, while being equipped with a half-inch image sensor and front, back and base collision sensors. Filmmakers will appreciate that Auto's investment in radio has gone into their Skylink tech, meaning the live preview is now 2.7K 30 even at the full 10 kilometers. At number 3. DJI Mini SE. In terms of real cameras, the Mini SE is a flying bargain. The best way to think of the DJI Mini SE in terms of quality is as a flying smartphone camera from a mid-range device. That, though, is a high standard these days, certainly far higher than toy drones and their shaky video, because this drone can hover perfectly thanks to its onboard sensors, and has a 3-axis mechanical stabilizer for its camera. Tech enthusiasts might feel that the 2.7K video resolution isn't enough for them, but family members, and anyone watching socially shared versions, would be hard-pressed to spot the difference against 4K. At number 2. DJI Mavic 3. Mavic 3 Cine. The most powerful folding drone money can buy. The Mavic 3 is a powerful machine, capable of lifting both a 24mm EFL main camera and a secondary camera which provides a hybrid zoom. This can be a little confusing at first, but it's best thought of as an excellent 20-megapixel camera that brings the pro, at least in drones, features of adjustable ISO, exposure, and, crucially, aperture. The zoom has a notably lower-res 12-megapixel half-inch sensor attached at a fixed f4.4, so is more of a scouting accessory and surveying tool than an Inspire 2 with the right lens. Nevertheless, the Mavic 3 will do the job in a lot of situations, and it can do it for much longer too, hovering for up to 45 minutes. At number 1 of the top 5 best camera drone 2022 is DJI Air 2S. DJI's new drone with a pro-quality camera. Non-camera devices with cameras on them, such as drones, tend to be held back by having annoyingly small sensors. So congratulations are due to DJI for sticking a 1-inch sensor in the DJI Air 2S, providing a significant upgrade in image quality and dynamic range compared to a lot of other drones on the market. They've done it before with the larger Mavic 2 Pro, but this is, theoretically, a step down the range. We're not so sure. The Air 2S is much more compact than that drone or any other drone with a 1-inch sensor. Sit it next to a Phantom 4 for a real comparison. Thank you for watching the top 5 best camera drone 2022, and we hope you enjoyed our drone buying guide. If you have decided to buy the best one, please look at the description below to get further product information.